Hi friends, I wanted to talk to everybody about this thing that's happening. I think there's a lot of confusion about it, and I think there's been a lot of confusion about it since it kind of came into tabletop talk back around the year 2000. I think a lot of people are probably confused, and they're concerned, and they're feeling scared, and that doesn't actually help the collective consciousness at all. So let's give a quick recap as to what's happening with the timeline convergence of 2012, the end of time of the Mayan calendar as we understood it, and like how it all kind of ties together, and why we're seeing right now all of the government power systems are freaking the fuck out, trying to silence and censor and manipulate the information to keep people from realizing what's actually going on, which is a global mass awakening which cannot be stopped. And at this point, we've already won. The fact that we're all here and we're all awake means we've won. So now we're just waiting for cards to fall into place. But let me prove a little further that we've won. So like, there's a central sun out there. I don't necessarily believe in out there, but I do believe that out there affects us in here. And this in here affects us out there. It's this big paradox, right? And in the sense of space, there's an event taking place that kind of unlocks our ability to live in unity consciousness. It seems that the whole universe is kind of ascending in vibration, and we're going with it. And maybe it's based on our inner selves, or maybe it's based on the outer, and it doesn't really matter. But what's happening is we're going from a third density reality to a fourth density positive reality. And there's two realities you can choose from, one based on love, one based on fear. One is the fourth densitive positive, and that's based on unity consciousness and love and learning how to share and love each other and live in harmony. No more wars and all this bullshit. Earth gets like a new face and everybody gets kind of renewed. The other option is the fear option, where you end up inevitably, facing the fact that your mind now creates your reality, but you're not ready to live in the reality of harmony consciousness, so you will experience what many would consider hell, which is really just you being tortured by your own fucking thoughts manifesting into the real world because you can't control your shit and need a clean diet. I digress. Since this astrological shift is taking place, let me explain what it is. There's a central sun somewhere out there, which I don't necessarily believe in. But there is the sun, in whatever matrix this is. That sun comes closer to Earth. It's on a binary elliptical orbit of every X amount of years, 25,000 years. And every time it comes close to Earth, the photons in this photon belt around the sun emanate a light, which is photons, and photons are information. So information is increased by the advancing of this planet with this binary central sun in a binary elliptical orbit with Earth that comes back every 25,000 years and elevates consciousness. And that's what we're looking at now. There are people that you never thought would wake up that are fucking waking up. How do you explain that? I mean, it's like Christ has awakened in every single person. People are like, oh, the second coming. Like, motherfucker, that's you. You could be doing that. Like, you're the one that has that inside of you, and you're the one who's been activated to do something about it. And everybody's like, whatever your bullshit is, trust the Q plan, or do this, or listen to the government, or whatever it is. If you're not taking your own personal power back at this, like, unmatched, like, super important, critical point in history, that's on you. Likewise, if you're not your own doctor, you're a fucking fool. There's nobody out there that has better invested interest in you than you. So it's time at this point, because of this shift, because of this sun, and this place we call space, coming close to Earth, everything is elevating. Like, and it's everything. It's the whole fucking universe. So you're not like, we're not losing. The government spent fucking billions of dollars, trillions of dollars since the 50s to stop this shit, and they couldn't. Nobody could stop it. They couldn't. They tried everything they could. CERN, weaponized weather. Now they're trying the vaccine. Lower the population as fast as they can, right? Before there's too many of us meek or unvaccinated, whatever you want to call us in the Bible, that inherit the earth, the elite want to wipe us out. That's why they are freaking the fuck out. Their time is up, and it's our time now. So now it's up to us. What are we going to do about it? I mean, everybody says fuck the system, but how many of us actually love our neighbors? What are you going to do if it can't be for the love that you can bring into somebody else's life? What's the purpose for you being here? If you can't help somebody who has nothing when you have something that they need, what's the point of existence? It has to be about this now, or else we're going to fall into the clutches of the same genocidal, pedophilic, fucking senile cunts like Joe Biden. Just one example of a cancer that plagues our fucking judicial system and political system is the invested interest of lobbyism in the government. Okay, 40-year career politicians. There's a woman who's been in Congress for 78 years. You can't make that up. How do you make that up? What the fuck is that? Yo, for real? Wait, really? But really? I mean, she's been there forever. She's fucking archaic. Like, People should have 4-year term limits in any facet of government. What are we doing? These people have contracts with Big Pharma. That's why they're pushing to make you fucked up. Anywho, I'm just saying, man, these are the options we have. This is why you're not hopeless. And just remember, every time you feel down, there's millions of us out there, starseeds, wanderers, and people from the collectives. Like, we didn't come here to lose, and we're not losing. So pick your fucking chin up, straighten your fucking tiara, princess, and get your shit going forward, because we're going to kick some alien ass in this world. Thank you.